Students, today we are going to do the chapter Weathering the Storm in Ersama. As you can see, the coconut tree that is shown fallen here just because of the natural disaster. In this story, this is written by Harsh Mender, and he has told us in this story that natural disasters are extremely devastating and that can completely disrupt human life. So, let us see what is there. As the introduction of the chapter, the story gives an account of the storm that hits the coastal town of Ersama. Ersama is in Odisha state. In the year 1999, there came a storm in Odisha, and the particular place is Ersama. A young boy Prashant faced the fury of the storm and reached his village. He became the victim of this storm. He faced the anger which is shown by the nature, and somehow he reached his village. The details of how he worked hard to help the villagers overcome the devastation, the destruction which was caused by the storm, how this small boy, just 19 years old, he worked hard, and how he helped the villagers, how he came out of this problem caused by the storm, and how his life is inspiring us to have courage and a positive approach towards the life. We should be positive in all the all sort of things whatever comes to our life. So it is one such account that celebrates a brave tale of survival in the cyclone that hit Odisha in October 1999. So the summary of the story is Prashant was a young boy of 19 years of age. He belonged to Kalikuda. Kalikuda is a village in the coastal state of Odisha. And this boy already he had lost his mother 7 years ago. 7 years ago, on 27 October 1999. 7 years ago he had lost his mother. His mother had died, and on 27th October 1999, when he was visiting a friend in Nersama, he went to a friend's home. A super cyclone hit the area. There was a cyclone, and he was really in problem. There was large scale devastation. It's not that it was a simple cyclone. There was a large scale devastation, destruction. The gushy winds and rains continued for 2 days. When there is a storm, the winds blew very hard. The heavy rain was there for the whole 2 days, and they remained on the rooftop of the house of the friend. He stuck there in his house only. From his village he went to his friend's village, and there he was stuck in friend's home only. And there was a heavy rain, a cyclone, a storm, and the destruction was at its length. And those people were surviving on the tender coconuts from the coconut trees. The coconut trees were there in that Odisha, and they just ate those coconuts because the trees were there, touching the roofs, and some trees had fallen on the roof also. So when the tree had fallen on the roof, they had those coconuts there. They drank its water and ate its material, the fruit. And when the rain stopped, Prashant left for his home, as he feared the worst for his family. When the rain stopped, somehow this boy, he was bold, brave. He said, I shall not stay anymore. I shall move towards my family, towards my village. And there was water all around. He took a stick to help him find the road. There was a flood like scene. So the water was up to the neck even. So still he just hold a stick, and he tried to cross that area. At times he had to swim through the flood waters. On the way he met two friends and their uncle, and the group moved together. On the way he met two friends, and the uncles were there, and then there was a whole group of 4 or 5 people, and they were moving together now. And there they came across dead bodies of human beings. The scene was such, that they had on their way the corpse, the dead bodies of human beings or the animals, or whatever you just can imagine. So Prashant, his heart sank, because uh, he just was crossing this area. The all muddy water was there, the dead bodies were floating, the animals were floating. As they crossed villages, not even a single house could be seen. All the houses have fallen. Not even a single house was there which he could see. Prashant's house was shattered too. His own house was also had also fallen, shattered, and he saw the belongings hanging on the branches of the trees. The belongings means the things which they use in their house. Those were all on the trees. He wept as he felt that he had lost his beloved. He felt that the house has fallen, and maybe the people, those who were living in the house, perhaps they all have died. He went to the Red Cross shelter in search of his family. The shelters, all of you know, in the tent house were made at the Red Cross Society. They prepared this, and he went to that shelter to find out his family. There, Prashant met his maternal grandmother first of all. She was elated to see him. Maternal grandmother, his mommy, he saw and he was happy. She was also happy to see him alive, because they were also not expecting that Prashant would be alive, and Prashant was not also expecting that somebody from his house he would see. So as they had not expected that he would have survived the storm. So both the mommy and this Prashant, they felt happy to see each other in that tent. And so situation was, in such a manners as I have expressed to you. The wind speed was there, and his they were taking the family of friend, and they were taking refuge on the roof of the house, and he was horrified to see the destruction caused by the super cyclone. Only a brown sheet of water covering everything for miles could be seen. Brown water because of mud, and very few broken cemented houses could be seen stood in some places, and the dead bodies of animals, humans, they were floating here and there. So you can imagine what sort of scene it could be. So that's all for today. Tomorrow we shall continue with the rest of the story, and I hope you will read the chapter silently, and when you will